the midst of my smallness, I told myself, Fidelis, though your beginning may be small, but your ending should be greatly increased. I told myself, am I speaking to someone here?
Yes, sir.
Dunamis Worship Center. Can I talk to you?
You can talk to me.
Life has no right to conclude you. It is your conclusion of your life that becomes the conclusion of your life. Because it doesn't matter what men say. If you can realize yourself, you can reactualize yourself. The prodigal son said, what am I doing here? Even the servants in my father's house are better than this. I came to announce to you, hey. If you are waiting for it to come on a platter of gold, you may wait and waste. Am I speaking to someone? Life will not only give you what you desire, life will give you what you place demand on. If I can but touch the hems of his garment, I shall.
Yes, sir.
Please sit down now. You are choking me. Can I say this? There's sermons your prophet preaches. This message I'm preaching now will not make sense until you learn to preach it to yourself.
Oh, yes.
It is not the one from the speaker that changes you. It's the one you took in for yourself.
Yes, sir.
It said, for the entrance of thy word bringeth light and understanding to the simple. And until you get understanding, you can't be outstanding.
True.
There are many shouting to the volume of my voice, but it's not entering. Something needs to enter. Am I talking to someone here? I was seated in a meeting a few years ago. My father in the Lord, Apostle Johnson Suleman, was preaching. And while he was preaching, where he was seated, I was growing. Is in Southern Africa. He was preaching. I began to grow on my seat. I grew and grew until my seat could no longer contain me. I saw myself stood up. I could not sit down because I was growing on my seat. Suddenly, while he was preaching, I discovered that I have been pregnant and I didn't know, because something in me began to jump. My pregnancy began to kick. The contraction was heavy. And I said to the pastor close to me, I said, I don't want to deliver in Pretoria. I want to go back home. My pregnancy, my labor is due. I don't want my water to break. Am I speaking to someone here? When I went back to Lagos, I went to seek a midwife. Listen to me, if you must fulfill destiny, you must look for your Elizabeth. You don't need people who tell you negative. You need someone who will tell you. Am I speaking to someone here? The Bible says when Mary met with Elizabeth, there was a rumbling in the tummy and the baby began to jump. That is what I call motivation. Am I speaking to someone here? If you must succeed by force, then check who is your friend. Am I talking to someone here? When I went back to Lagos from that meeting in Pretoria, I went to push out my baby. Until today, we are still pushing.
Oh, yes.
We are giving birth.
Oh, yes.
Because the baby is not one. I gave birth to one. I thought I was about to be cleaned up. And the midwife said it's like another one again. I repositioned again. For years now, I've been giving birth to my children. The pregnancy has refused to disappear. Am I talking to somebody? Hear me well. You need a midwife. You need somebody to midwife you. Somebody who is going to help you push. Am I talking to someone here? Because if you must give birth to the child, to the destiny you carry, you need a midwife. Am I talking here? And the angel said to Mary, thy cousin Elizabeth, that was called barren, is 6 months pregnant. And when they met each other, something began to jump. Avoid people that make you small.
True, sir. Very true.
Look for people that brings out the giant in you.
Oh, yes.